Hey, what's up guys, it's Tofu here bringing you guys another Kingdom Hearts Eden Cross video. In today's video I'm going to be going over the Mysterious Figure banner as well as the new updates to the raid bosses because those got some pretty nice updates. So yeah, let's just get right into it. This banner, in short, you guys should not be pulling for it because again, it's kind of like the Melody of Memory Sora, as this medal comes in a 10 pull mixed mercy, which means you're not guaranteed this medal in 10 draws. You're actually guaranteed one of these 13 medals in 10 draws, and that alone, plus being a 10 pull mercy, I don't think is worth it. Unless you guys get really lucky or you guys really want to pull for this medal, then I don't really see any point in pulling for this banner. But yeah. This medal doesn't really do anything special. The main takeaways are it ignores target's attributes, it does metal shrink by 12,000, full buffs and full debuffs, and then for its supernova it does 2 turns metal shrink by 8,000. Nothing too crazy here, so this medal would be pretty usable in PvP and I guess raids, as it ignores target's attributes, especially in this new raid boss era. But yeah, this medal, at least in this banner, I don't think is really worth, and you guys should just wait on pulling for this medal because yeah, it comes in a 10 pull mixed mercy and those just aren't worth it. Damage output is okay and so is the supernova, but yeah, just overall, as a banner, you guys should not be pulling for this medal at all. Right, that was pretty short and sweet. Okay, and let's just go into raid bosses to see what they have done to the legendary raid boss. So I've actually ran through this once already. It's an epic raid boss this time around. And I'll just showcase you guys the epic and legendary just to show you guys the difference. This is my raid setup right here. It's not really optimal right now. I'll probably improve it quite a bit. So here's my rage form. Snatchosaur is a great medal, by the way. He restores your gauges, does pretty decent damage output, and does metal shrink by 10,000. So really solid as a raid medal or just a general buffer in general. Then we have Carrot 3, ignores target attributes. Again, this raid setup is not optimal in the slightest. Here we got Soriku. Just a nice medal in general, got upgraded, pretty nice multiplier. Illustrated Sora from Anniversary, obviously in a really nice medal. If I could get VIP 1 week to get 50 traits on all these medals, or if trait medals just come back for all these medals, I might go snag them for the 50% damage in raids, because that is really necessary now, especially with these new raid bosses. I'm still trying to figure out myself whether I should pop my supernovas or whether I should just let my auto deal with itself, because popping your supernovas actually makes your killing the raid boss a little bit faster because of the added strength buff and special attack bonus buff, but just letting it run by itself on auto is obviously better because you get more lux, but right now I'm not really sure what is better. So here we got my friend Elisa, hopefully I pronounced that right this time. EA 120, full 50 traits, so that's really nice. I want to upgrade my raid setup really bad with some more medals, but that'll come with time. So here it is. As you can see, my medals really don't do any damage, even with full damage in raids 40s on my first medals. That medal obviously didn't have any traits, the Illustrated Sora, but all these other ones do. I'm just going to let it run auto to show you guys how beefy its boss is. And we're going to do a comparison with the legendary boss actually, and just to show you guys how much beefier this boss is compared to it. So you see I only took down 500,000 or 500 billion, I think. Yeah, 500 billion, and that's mostly because this enemy just has a lot more defense in general. Ground defense down, it probably still won't do much, as you'll still want those damage and raid traits, just because the more damage in raids that you can do, it kind of mitigates the defense, and also the strength up here, that also mitigates the defense quite a bit, so you won't really be needing to worry about ground enemy down traits as much as damage and raids traits. So we're on my 3rd turn now. That's HP recovery 1 activated for my pet, and we're going to kill it on this medal right here. Alright. So there we have it. Gives 20 billion lux with a full lux plus team on off hours, so 40 bill on double hours, and potentially 80 billion if you guys have a party that boosts to 100%. So I'm just going to show you guys the legendary boss to see, or just to compare how much beefier this boss is. I'm not going to auto here because he's a single hit medal. not optimal in the slightest. Alright. But this raid boss update, it might bring another tier of medals in January. Tier 11 medals in January, maybe, just because this raid boss is so beefy and I really can't, yeah, I just can't really seem to nick it just a little bit with my raid setup. So this is not optimal for a legendary raid boss setup, but yeah. These medals here are doing a lot more damage because the defense on this enemy is actually so much lower, and I need way less strength to overpower the defense, so that's why I killed it in one turn. So that's the old raid boss that only gave you 12 billion. I'm pretty sure this raid boss has 750 billion HP, or just 700 billion, and the new one has almost 1 trillion. So HP per Lux, I think this raid boss is better, but if you guys are slower at killing this raid boss, then maybe just stick with the legendary raid boss. But then again, the time that you're going to be spending in these quests spawning the raid boss might overtake the amount of time that you're actually in the raid boss getting Lux, so just take into account those factors, and yeah, just kill the raid bosses accordingly. So that's going to be the video, guys. Don't pull for this new banner, and these raid bosses are pretty sick and pretty beefy. So yeah, if you guys liked it and have any questions, just drop a like and a comment down below, and a sub would be greatly appreciated as well. So yeah, until next time, guys, peace.